All right, good evening. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. My name is Vince Nguyen. I'm a real estate broker here in Portland, Oregon. And today I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what Notion is about and kind of my journey with Notion itself. Hopefully it's going to help you guys. It's definitely helped me out. So hoping I can give you guys some share here. So quick rundown of what Notion is and why I kind of ran into Notion. Notion really is a notepad tool, it's an Excel, it's a project management, it's a website builder and a website in itself, it's a chatter tool, it's a process really doc collection area, and it has built-in chat GPT function. They call it Copilot, but you can call it what you want. So just a quick look at what it looks like. You come into it, you create your first page. It's very simple, it's very rundown. You won't see a lot, but I'll show you what mine looks like and then you'll be able to see it. So I'll just click through it really quick just to give you guys what it really looks like when you get started. But I'll show you guys what it looks like for me now that I've kind of created it for quite a bit here. Let me share the other page. All right, so I put in quite a bit of time just to build this out, but just a company overview. I took the approach of, hey, this is my business and I am an employee of this business. I didn't take it as if I'm the owner of this business. So just kind of keep that in mind as we proceed forward. So, company overview, just a quick rundown of, my core values are going to be trust, customer success, innovation, equality, sustainability. I created an objectives page with some objectives for the company, and then lead generation, the process for lead generation. I did a playbook, just what I need to do and what I need to do within these playbooks to achieve the goals that I need to. And then there's a client tracking tool that I created. It's really cool. And this is by status, as you guys can see. You guys have active, closed, inactive, lost, whatever status that you are looking to do. And you have this Kanban view where you can see, hey, I have 4 clients that's currently in prospective. I want to continue to work with these clients. I need to push them over to being under contract. So let me give this vendor a call. Let me get City of Seattle on the phone and talk to them. Let me get Vince on the call. Let me move them to contracts, right? And then if they're in under contract, then I'm gonna try to move them into closing. So just quick thing. I have a directory, a team directory, me included. I'm part of this company. So I'm the broker, and then I got a couple partners, Ryan Walters, my squadron lead, Ivan, Daniel Yoon. You can kind of see, I'm not sure if you guys can see it already, but as you kind of build your business, you have a lot of partners that you'll be working with, loan officers, tractors. You can put them in this section. That way, when you need to go like, hey, who can I reach out to? You'll go in here and be like, oh, I got someone. I got someone for example, I got someone for contractors, or I got someone for loan officers. You can build it all out. When the clients ask you, you have it ready to go. And if you need help with this section, just think about it like, hey, partner up with a local real estate broker in your area to find contractors, to find loan officers, and have meetings with them. So it's where I kind of have it. Have a public profile section just to, remember all the public profiles I have, just so that I don't forget them. And then just an agent resource. Once again, just coming from the approach of like, this is a business and I'm an employee here. If I need to go in here and find a playbook or some resources, then this is where I can find it. This actually came, these are all my bookmarks. So instead of leaving it as a bookmark, I put it in here. It's very nice. My visions, I'll show it to you guys some other time, but just not on here. And then my investors relation, I'm building this out, but the thought on this section is just so then I can just have an annual presentation of what my business is about, where it is today, where it's trying to go, and what obstacles I'm facing, and then what I'm doing in the next year to achieve these obstacles. Really, very much like if you have a company, um, you're having a presentation to your investors and telling them like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do to achieve those goals. I took the time to meticulously track all of the meetings that I have, and then also all the meetings I will continue to have to really build this business up. So every meeting in here, every training, every course that I had, all in here with how long it took, and it's a good tool to really do as you kind of see where you're spending your time, and also a good way to reflect too. Coming back to the investors presentation is like you're gonna be answering to the investors and saying, hey, this is where I've been spending my time. And I can tell you in the past year, I've been spending a lot of times in meetings, in courses, in trainings. And then, I'll go over to the task part here as it's going to emphasize a little bit more in terms of like, hey, what did I have to do to get to this point? All of the little tasks that I had to do, right? Having a call, doing an interview with the principal brokers, setting up certain accounts. All of these little tasks are things that I had to do to set up the business. And luckily, if you really think about it moving forward, you no longer have to do this. You'll focus on a particular task and then you'll stick with it, and that's it. So I think this is a continual task that for me personally, I'll continue to track, and then I'll kind of space it out to figure out what I need to do to really, once again, kind of achieve the objectives of the business. I'll close this out and I'll kind of show you guys projects. So project, it's a really good section. I really advise everyone to use it. Just think about it once again from the stance of like, hey, you're a business, you're trying to build a business up. What needs to be done? So on here, I have real estate licensing as kind of the first project. That one is done. And then the next task is the admin setup. And that one is getting really close to done. And then next is the contracts training. So as a business, these are the things you have to do, right? You have to go in, you got to get your license. Second thing, you got to set up all your admin tasks, right? And I'll go back to the admin tasks just so you guys can see it. So all the setups, all of the accounts, every little thing, all the training. And then there's still a couple tasks that I'm continuing to track on here. Not only so I can see that it's been done, but also so that I know what needs to be taken on to. A good way to really think about this is, you have a project and you have a bunch of tasks that needs to be completed, and then you're gonna assign these tasks to various people. And yes, these tasks like don't take a lot of time as big projects, but for big projects, it could take a month for one person to go through the project or one task, and all the tasks complete a project. So this is kind of the same thing. The only difference here is that I don't have anyone that I'm hiring, so like all of these tasks are being done by me. But hopefully as time progresses, a lot of these tasks can be delegated out to an AI system for cheap, or you got to hire out for someone to do it. So yeah, just kind of thinking about it once again in terms of just like doing this. It's very like you can lay it out. For example, I got lead generation phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Thinking about it in the sense of like first quarter, I'll do KV core squeeze pages, and then second quarter, I'll add in, the door knocking and the cold calling, and pulling. Once again, I'm emphasizing the same point here, and I apologize, is that you don't have time to do all of this. But just think about it, for example, like, hey, if I hire someone, right, to do it, to do KV core and then Facebook ads, Facebook like posts, there's one task, right? And then I got someone to door knock, right? But at the moment, obviously, you're going to be doing all this task, but it just helps you lay out your plan and what you're doing, and then figuring out, like, is it effective? And then if you want to really invest more time into it, then you're going to plan that more in the future. But yeah, just kind of thinking about it in that sense is really how I'm personally going through it. But, if it's something that jives with you, that's great. Maybe I'll give you guys a quick look at the AI system and what that looks like. Right. So this is pretty crazy. to be honest. So we can, for example, create a new doc. This is an empty doc. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong page here. Sorry. So we can create a brand new doc, just an empty one, and we can name it test doc. And really crazy in here. So you can do AI and you can start to write, and you can, for example, say build a chart, to track real estate clients. And then you make it longer, and then it does it for you. So then you can use that to really track your clients, and then you can elaborate as you like. And then if, for example, sometimes you need a bunch of questions to ask clients, right? So you can say, write a list of 10 questions to ask real estate clients as a but seller agent. And bam, you have 10 questions. You can go into those clients meetings and you can ask the questions. Hey, what is your desired timeline for selling your property? Have you made any recent updates or renovations to your property? And then, of course, every one of these questions are going to lead to more questions. So, just a good starting place. But yeah, just a quick rundown. There's a lot more features that Notion can do. Maybe one last feature, and that I think I really want to show you guys is probably the clients section. So I showed you guys the Kanban, and then here's kind of the spreadsheet view of it. It's very easy to use. You can kind of put your client information in here, the status of it, and then who's working on it. Who's working on it is really, really good because you can go on here and you can invite anyone. You just put in their email address, and then it will send them an email. Once they get the email and then they click on it, it will bring up this particular client and this page specifically. And then you and that um, individual that you have invited to work on this client with you will be able to work on this doc together. So very good partnership. If you work with another real estate agent, that's perfect. If you work with a loan officer, like, here's a place that you guys can collaborate with inspections. Really, you can have everyone on this doc if needed. But a very good CRM tool, almost like built into Notion, you know. But yeah, this is a great tool. I've found it to be amazing. And once again, shout out to Daniel Yoon for convincing me to use this tool. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Once again, my name is Vince Nguyen, a real estate broker here in Portland, Oregon. And with that, just want to appreciate everyone's time and checking in today and watching this short presentation. And hopefully I can continue to build on this and then give you guys another update in the future about what it looks like. If you guys are looking to make a copy of this or just copy this framework, go ahead and feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me by email, by phone. Just hit me up. I'm more than happy to help. All right, with that, thanks and have a great one. Take care.